Hey guys, what's up? Cosmos here. So today, as I told you, we were going to essentially work on building our self-powered oxygen maker. So for this, wait, now I was still in sandbox mode. Crap. Well, we can't take it back now. I was still in sandbox mode from showing you guys the bathroom, so I apologize for that. But anyhow, I needed to research my electrolyzers, and I guess I've done it now. Cool. So I've got my HVAC done, and I think that's really all I needed to get done here real fast. Yeah, I think so. Nope, we need advanced power. Cool. So they can do that. So when we're talking about self-powered oxygen maker, we're talking about using electrolyzers for our oxygen production because you know, algae deoxidizers work really well at the start of the game, but as you start to run out of algae, you either have to keep digging it up or start creating it from slime itself. So I don't really like those options. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build the self-powering oxygen making system. And sometimes you'll see these on forums referred to as like SPOMs. And everybody's like, what the hell is a SPOM? A SPOM is a self-powered oxygen maker. That's essentially what people are referring to. So for those of you that have probably already, you guys are like, oh, well, I actually do that, where you use an electrolyzer to make hydrogen generator to power it. That's essentially what we're doing in this video today. So, like I said, there's no wrong way to fry an egg, but there's 100 different ways to do so, and we're going to be going through and testing out some theories because I haven't really been able to do this as effectively as one might hope. To do them. I feel like I could do this a lot better, and I haven't been as successful in making a really good SPOM as I want to. So today I'm going to kind of be testing out some things. We're going to test them out together and see what happens, see what we like, see what we don't like, and kind of maybe try to refine our process a little bit to see if we could do something better. Man, I forgot I needed to build that massage clinic. Okay. Where do I want to put it? I have so much stuff going on already. Oh, and then I'm going to be able to use some of the runoff here to put hydrogen into my like little grooming station here for my Drecos. So hopefully we can get a glossy Dreco soon and start making plastic earlier than getting down to the oil biome. Excuse me. You know what? I'm not worried about none of this right now. I, however, will want to get these Wheezeworts. I really should have exosuits coming up here. It's fine. We're going to want to access these Wheezeworts, so we are just going to have to make this happen, Captain. Okay, well, we'll speed it up. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and dig out a little space here, and we're going to start working on that process. Plus, I got to get the research done, and I got to get a bunch of stuff done. So, all right. Oh yeah, kind of got that done. Let's do omelets. I got a couple eggs, so we'll get that done. Come on, Bubba. I know. I really don't want to speed it up that fast, but we might have to so I can get this done. Yeah, I'm just gonna speed it up. We gotta get some stuff done. Let's go. Okay, cool. I got a couple extra Wheezeworts now. Okay, so I guess we're just I need to get the stuff built. Okay, guys. Anyhow, so there's 100 different ways to make your self-powered oxygen maker, but I'm going to be trying something a little different today. I want first off, this base didn't really have exactly the most ideal starting biome, right? The starting biome is actually not that big, and I've already kind of expanded into some less than desirable places. And obviously, the only place for me to go is up, and I'm going straight into a slime biome. But I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. I'm not gonna worry too much about it. I might use this space over here to make my massage clinic. Yeah, I have to because my cubes are starting to get a little stressed out. Alright, let's speed up. Come on, newbies. Sleep off some of that stress too, please. Yeah, take you a nice good shower. What do you even need out there? Algae. Okay, so I store all my organic out here, and that actually might be a pretty rough idea. But I do that because most of your organic's going to come from the slime biome, so most of it's going to be infected with slime lung, which if I store it in the chlorine, it kills all the slime lung, so that's why I do that. To me, it makes sense. So I think ideally, it's not the worst situation we could have, so it works out pretty well for us. And boom. Okay, so what we're going to do is I need to essentially build my spawn room, and I'm going to do that a little different than I normally do. Let's see. I actually might wish that I had that back. Okay, I'm going to do everything that is to do with this room in insulated tiles, because everything we're going to be doing is going to require us to have some insulated tile work. Let's see, I'm going to do 2 like this. Now, it said doing an effective spawn is going to allow you to have to create enough oxygen for 8 duplicants. So the only thing is, I've noticed with a lot of these systems that I've built is I overproduce the crap out of some hydrogen, and I wind up kind of in trouble because I wind up getting myself into the situation where I now have more hydrogen than I can possibly use, and it's kind of a predicament that's really kind of stinky because if you have more hydrogen and you're pumping oxygen around your base using that system, it's going to contaminate your entire base with hydrogen, and that can be kind of a pain in the butt when you are shooting hydrogen all over your base, and now you've got hydrogen all over where your duplicates are supposed to be living and breathing normally and happily, and they're not able to do that because they are breathing in hydrogen all the time. So kind of a bummer of a situation to be stuck in there. Now, do I want to leave myself more space? Where do I want the space to go? I think I'm gonna try this out. We'll see how this goes. We'll see how this goes. I think this could be worse. Okay, we'll dig all this up. So I'm gonna try to get this going. So I'm gonna have to move mine around a little different because of the space constraints that we face. But I think that in the long run, it will be okay. Now, you're still going to create quite a decent amount of hydrogen, so when you're doing this kind of a build, you have to be conscious of how you're using the power from these sources and where it's going. Because for me, I found that I run into that trouble a lot with, oh crap, I'm pumping so much, I'm creating so much hydrogen. What am I going to do with it? And if you're overusing it, then you're not going to be pumping the proper amount of hydrogen as is to your to your hydrogen generator. I cannot speak this evening. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on with me right now. And let's get this hooked up there. Perfect. Actually, that's not fucking ideal at all. I'm going to need. Yeah, this is going to be tiles. I'm just trying to think because my base, the way that this is set up right now, it's really restrictive as far as the amount of room I have in this base. I think that I can't do those here, so we're actually going to do this one up. Yeah, this should work. Perfect. And then we'll be able to come down like this. I did that because I'm going to need this to get the system started. So this is essentially how I'm going to prime my system. And we'll take this out. Here. Alright, perfect. Perfect. That's much better. Much better. And now I'll get the second one here. And power. So this is going to be an extra generator, which I'll have power for this system to do essentially whatever I want it to do. I'll just leave that door there so we can kind of figure out what we want to do with this space later. I'll just do this with ladders until I can figure out how I'm going to use this, because I don't want to run those airflow tiles all through this, because I'm just going to be using more metals than I need to use, and I don't want to do that. So I want to be kind of cautious with my copper, because copper is pretty good resource to have around for yourself. And it's not one that I think you can find anywhere but the starting biome. So once you use all the copper, it's gone. So you have to be careful with how much copper you use, in my opinion. Okay, I'll put that apple sensor there. And you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna put one here too. Okay, we can speed this up a little bit. Oh man, our stress went straight down. Oh, they're probably because they use the massage tables, so that's gonna be my clinic down there. Perfect. Perfect. We got our little fire poles, which I'm probably gonna change the metal type on these, so I'll probably delete these and I get the copper back from these fire poles later. When I go make iron or something, I could probably use iron. Should be a ton of iron across the map, so we should have enough for that. Oh, look at that, we have a cool steam vent right there. That's pretty nice. Okay, we're gonna speed up through bedtime. So as we're doing this, I have certain goals I wish to meet with our unit here, and that's going to be, actually I need this like this, put this here, and I need to make this. I'm trying to plan real quick before I... You know what? I think I want to do this. Yes. Yes, I do. Okay. Okay. So what I'm going to do is essentially, I'm going to feed my oxygen from here. Let's go the other way with our oxygen. Yeah, let's go the other way with our oxygen pipe. And when I get to here, it's going to be coming in kind of hot. So what we want to do is cool it. And I'm going to do that. Cold amalgam through here. And then we're going to insulate it as we pump it to the rest of the base. Okay, cool. So now we're going to be pumping this nice cool gas across our entire base here to our bathrooms. Pretty much anywhere in the base. So I'm going to put this in a couple spots. Just to kind of give you guys an idea of what we're doing here. And then I need to pump hydrogen. And I'm not going to filter this because eventually I will pump out all the oxygen in the system and it will be only hydrogen coming into my hydrogen generator. So we can speed this up a little bit now. Alright, we're going to speed up. Speed up. I want to get this done. I got a lot of build to get done, so So the idea is that I'm going to create the hydrogen, and I got to plumb water to it as well. Okay. So I believe we have all of our energy system figured out. We have all of the water that we're going to need coming in. Let them do their day. So there's 100 different ways to build it. They're all kind of based around this design, and I know there's more effective ways than others. So if you guys know an effective SPOM or self-powered oxygen maker, go ahead and post it in the comment, man. Let's share your ideas. If you want to, you can come into the Discord, show off your ideas. I got a couple people in there that really like to play oxygen not included, and we're always looking to improve our game, and that's what I like to think that we try to do here is make each other better. So if you guys have a better way to build one, definitely feel free to share it with us and let me know. I'm not telling you guys I'm perfect. I'm just trying to show you guys the simple. They all share the basic simple principle is you're trying to cool the oxygen you're producing, and that's how you're pumping it around your base. That way you're not sucking up algae, which eventually is a non-renewable source because you will run out of slime. You will run out of these things. The idea is to last in this game as long as humanly possible, or duplicately possible in this case. And you do that by sustaining your base and self-sustaining your base. Now, I would not recommend doing what I'm doing, which is running the game in ultra-fast mode, but I am trying to produce this content, this video before the game wears out. So, did I... Wait, did they grow back? Did they since grow back, or is it because we... I must have closed the game out. Okay, when we went to... Got it. Alright, well, now I just need to go do that real quick. It's alright. We need to have our Weezeworts hanging out, so I'm going to have at least 4 in here. We'll have at least 4 in here to get started with, so that'll work. Alright, so we're going to put our Weezeworts in here. I have a lot to build, so we got to get this stuff done. Boom. Beautiful. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. doesn't matter if that room gets done or not. What I need to get done is I need to get this room done, and I want to show you guys. Hopefully we can get the system primed up and working before, I'm going to try to edit this video. I'm going to use Windows Movie Maker and see if I can do anything with that. I really am interested and curious to see if that'll work. Because I am starting to get a little toasty over here, and I think it's because I didn't use insulated. Yeah, on the way. And the water's coming in at almost 40 degrees centigrade, because I think that's what it outputs it at. Temperature, output, status. Yeah, well, it won't tell me here, but I think under refinement it tells me. Effects, outputs, overheats, heat +4. I think it outputs water at like 40 or 39 or something centigrade. So it has a set output temperature. Once you hit it, it doesn't change. It's going to always be that. Let's do 50. So that's 0. Come on, baby. We still got a lot to get built, so... Oh, dang. They got everything else done. Go, duplicates, go, duplicates, go. Stress is good. Let me get some sleep. So I'm really hoping that I can produce some glossy Drecos here. That's the idea, is to try to produce glossy Drecos. You do that essentially just by feeding them mealwood. So hopefully we can get some glossy Drecos. That would be great. And then I'll... It's not an invalid build location. Don't tell me. Let's make this above. Make this above. So we can get full packets. That's the idea. There we go. We're going to get our radiant gas pipe. I believe the system's ready. This is nice and cold. Set this to 15. Okay. Let's get water going. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Let's try to sweep all this crap out of here. Let's get it pumping. Polluted. Oh, we must have slime up there. It's fine. Come on. Come on, guys. Must be the ultra fast mode. So the idea to this system is hydrogen is lighter than air, so hydrogen is going to float to the top. So hydrogen is going to stay up here, and all of my oxygen is going to float down and feed these gas pumps. So after the initial burst of, okay, so now we're starting to damage ourselves a little bit. It is what it is. We'll fix that. It'll start to fix itself. So, and then once we get hydrogen pumping through this guy right here, as you can see, we're pumping that. And I could put a sensor on this to make sure we have an output, but we're getting oxygen at like 16 degrees from 27. So, I mean, 16 is pretty chilly for our dupes there. Come on. We just need to get enough hydrogen into this system for me to test it out. We're trying to create a vacuum down here. Now, I may have left too much space, but I had these oxygen pumps last time right here, and it was sucking hydrogen through these tiles. So I was overproducing hydrogen to a point where I was then pumping hydrogen through our base. So I want to see if leaving these down here is any more effective gracious, gravy. Please. Everything just takes time in this game, and it always shows up really poorly on video. Alright, I think we're starting to get some hydrogen through here, so as it weeds out, this will no longer be pumping any oxygen at all. Initially, you're going to damage your machinery and equipment until you get enough hydrogen into the system itself. And now my dupes are coming in, and they're going to make sure to get nice amounts of carbon dioxide into the system for me. But this will push and force out all the oxygen at some point. That's the idea, is I won't have to use any sorts of algae or any other kind of liquid maker. As soon as my dupes are done cleaning up the damn floor in here, it will stop bringing in that oxygen and everything. Cool, so I can lock this. Alright. We have gotten rid of all of the oxygen in there and around that system, so let's see. It should only be pumping hydrogen from here on. Come on, pump through. Yes, I know. You're gonna have to repair the generators for a good minute to get the system started. Man, we're still getting some oxygen through here. I think eventually we will filter all of that oxygen out. Let's make this 750. Actually, let's make this 500 since there's two of them. I think some people put 4 down here, or 3 or 4, because I know you want to try to take as much of the oxygen out as you can. And I think that's to help prevent the system. So I might wind up doing that. I don't know if more is better in this system though. Let's see, how's the system looking? I'm still getting some oxygen in there. Let's add one more pump. Kind of see what happens if that affects anything. Let's see if one more pump changes anything here for us. Damn, I would really like to get to these other wheeze wards. I'd like to do it without getting hypothermia too. That'd be really nice. I don't need these. If I could do it without getting hypothermia, that would be really nice. Okay, we did. Boom. Got it. Okay, let's take a look and see how we're doing here. We're still getting a little bit of oxygen into the system. It, however, doesn't look like I am getting hydrogen down here. Well, that's not so true, is it now? Make the 750. Try and give it a chance to correct itself. I'm going to try to fine tune it to find that good point. Yeah, because see, there's a packet of hydrogen in here. I don't want that. Well, what I also need to do is I'm going to run off. Shoot, I didn't really leave myself room to do this, did I? Okay, well. Alright, we're going to pump some of this hydrogen into our pet room here, so that way they can start regrowing their scales. We do have a glossy Draco egg. How incredible is that? That is awesome. Okay. Pump some of this hydrogen into here. So for those of you that have seen my Draco farms, this is essentially how I fill those rooms with hydrogen and get this top layer to have some hydrogen in it. So that way my Dracos can regrow their scales, they have a place that makes them happy in the room, and everything works out for everyone in this scenario. This seems to be working okay. I wonder if you guys have a better design, feel free to share. You can post it in the comments or you can share it in the Discord. I will find it one way or the other, man. Because I feel like I'm not doing something as effectively as I could here. Maybe it's this piping or something. Plus, I need to get this filled with hydrogen so then I can really cool this down. Okay, we've got some good hydrogen going now. I'll go ahead and X this off. Gas pipes. Okay. But, for those of you wondering, that is how you do the hydrogen and hydrogen generator system in this game. So that way you can produce enough power to run it on its own. It should be independent of anything else. There's probably a much cleaner design I could have for this, but this is an ideal situation of getting something that can sustain itself. I would really like it to stop feeding oxygen into this part of the system, so I'm wondering what I can do different here. Maybe I'll turn this on like 1200. Because now we're getting enough oxygen faster than we're using it. But if you guys have any improvements to the system, any ideas or suggestions, feel free to comment, guys. If you guys like the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, man, and I will catch you guys next time. And if you guys also let me know what kind of systems you want to see, next one we'll probably just build up through here and start working on getting maybe something done with oil, or we might just go straight to space. No, we're going to go for oil because we're going to do metal refinery, and I'll show you guys actually how to do the metal refinery and how I set mine up. So until next time, my friends, take it easy, and I will see you guys later.